Okay, so for my presentation, I did the multi-state outbreak of Salmonella Enteritidis from bean sprouts. Okay, so some background information is that Salmonella Enteritidis is one of the most common causes of bacterial gastronitis, and that a total of 115 individuals were infected across many states that were mainly in the northeastern region of the United States, such as like New York and Massachusetts. The problem uh, is that the disease outbreak of Salmonella were caused by raw bean sprouts produced from Wonton Food Incorporation. Right now, the disease outbreak appears to be over. This was posted in 2015. And for my SWOT analysis, the strength was the cooperation between the CDC, local state officials, and the FDA in stopping the outbreak. The weakness is the sporadic nature of the cases, that they were across many states and that there's a large region. And the opportunity was that the initial source of outbreak and that it was identified, and that there was cooperation from the source, which is Wonton Food Corporation. And the threat is the severity of the foodborne illness. So the outbreak of Salmonella enteritis was caused by bean sprouts that were infected with the bacterium, and these bean sprouts were from Wonton or produced by Wonton Food Incorporation. So the solution to this outbreak was to destroy and displace all of the infected bean sprouts that were produced by Wonton Food Corporation. And through the warning of the CDC and the FDA, people understood the severity of the illness as these reports are coming out and were circulated by news organizations. And two alternative solutions to this outbreak is to recall all the bean sprouts made by Multi-Food Corporation, and to add a food label warning to raw bean sprouts to warn others about just the dangers of the salmonella outbreak. So for some recommendations, the first was to recall bean sprouts from the source of the outbreak, which were bean sprouts provided by Wonton Food Corporation. And second is to add extra surveillance to the bean sprouts produced in the regions affected. So for my plan, I would like immediately is to set a recall on bean sprout products from Wonton Food Corporation, and then to monitor other bean sprouts that are produced from that same company to see if it's safe. And in the next 30 days, I would like to launch a campaign to warn the population about the link of salmonella to these bean sprouts. And in the next year, I would like to add regulations that would require all bean sprout manufacturers to test their bean sprouts for Salmonella enteritis, and this is to prevent future occurrences of Salmonella enteritis like outbreak. And then my opinions is that I believe that the overall CDC and FDA response was effective, and that the disease outbreak was successfully contained because of this cooperation, and that also the cooperation from Wonton Food Corporation was vital because it provided the FDA and CDC the initial source of the outbreak. And these are my references, and that is the end of my presentation.